I am so excited to celebrate this special day with you. Please introduce yourself in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know in the chat. Can you all hear? Let me know if you can hear okay. I heard someone in the chat say they cannot hear. But let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Happy Lionsgate. Today is a very special day, and this portal is actually going to be open for several days. And let me know in the chat if you can hear me, please. Otherwise, I'm gonna assume that you cannot hear me. So let me know in the chat, help me out. Let me know in the comments. Okay, awesome. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. So this portal is actually going to be open all the way until August 22nd, 23rd. It's going to be peaking until then. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me. I appreciate that. And introduce yourself in the chat. Let me know in the comments what city you're tuning in from. So today we're going to do a cosmic activation to anchor in the new earth template into our planet, but also into our own selves. So I'm super excited to celebrate this day with you. And even if you're watching the recording, it doesn't have to be the 8/8 portal. This Lionsgate portal is actually open all the way from mid-July to mid-August. It's the biggest cosmic portal we have in the year. And so it doesn't just last today. Today's not the only peak. There's several peaks of this. It was on July 26th, August 1st, August 8th, and August 22nd, 23rd. And I'm gonna explain these peaks in this portal in a bit, but I wanna see where you're tuning in from. Hello, Vestina from Maryland. Hello, Melissa from the UK. Tessa from Texas. Shauna from Ireland. Melissa from London. Irina from London. Maricela from California, Ashley from San Diego, Georgia, aloha from Hawaii, Minnesota, London, SoCal. Welcome everyone. It's so awesome to have you here. North Carolina, Inglewood, India, Las Vegas, Florida. It's so wonderful to see where everyone is tuning in from, and I love to see this, right? Because sometimes we can be like, oh my gosh, we're the only weird people celebrating this. Honestly, the Lionsgate feels like New Year's to me, it feels like Christmas to me, and it kind of feels like Independence Day as well. And so I'm not gonna be surprised if in 200 to 300 years from now, the Lionsgate is actually going to become a global holiday, just like New Year's is. And so this is what happens when our consciousness expands and awakens, especially to the cosmic energy that's been coming in. The Mayans have actually predicted and forecasted that right now there would be more cosmic influx of energies coming into our planet. So the specific cosmic energy that's flowing in is the neutrinos. Neutrinos are these really tiny, fast-moving particles that are predominantly found in the core of stars, and specifically found in large concentrations in the center of our sun and also in the center of our earth. And so over the next few years, as more of this fast-moving cosmic frequencies, particles start to come into our planet, our consciousness is going to expand, and we're going to remember our starseed origins. We're going to remember our galactic family. So I'm super excited to celebrate today with you. Happy Lionsgate to you. So first we're going to talk about what this Lionsgate is about, why this portal is open until mid-August, and then we're going to do a cosmic activation to anchor the new earth energy template within our planet and also within ourselves. So I'm super excited for that. What you're going to need for today is you're going to need water. So please make sure you already start to drink water, because as we do these activations, it's sort of like your energy body is working out. And just like when you're at the gym drinking, hydrating when you're working out, you also need to be hydrating when you're doing any type of energy work, meditation, any stuff like this. This is so cool. We have someone from Mauritius, Trinidad, Malta, hi Jolene, Florida, Arizona, LA, India, New York, Washington, DC, Georgia, India, Slovenia, Tennessee. So isn't that so wonderful? You know, Morocco, it's so beautiful to see. Again, like, you know, our soul family is all over the planet. And that's the whole intention of this. All of the star seeds were these seeds going through this rebirth period right now. And that is what this Lionsgate period, Lionsgate portal signifies. It signifies a rebirth period. So first, let's start off with the basic. What is the Lionsgate portal? The Lionsgate portal is this portal that is created by Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in our sky. It shines 23 times brighter than our sun. And Sirius is moving closer to Earth. So the stars are not static, they're constantly moving. And Sirius is moving towards Earth, which means that we're only going to continue to have more influence from Sirius and this galactic cosmic consciousness over our evolution process that we're moving through. Because as humans, we are evolving right now. This evolution is not just consciousness, spirituality, but it is a physical evolution as well. And that's why you may have been having random sicknesses, random rashes, getting a cold for 24 to 48 hours, having a fever for 24 hours out of nowhere. These are all ascension symptoms, and I'm going to talk about them in a little bit. So hey guys, for those of you on Instagram, join us on YouTube Live via the link in my bio so that you can have a better experience. Okay, so remember to stay hydrated. Also, if you want to go grab some crystals, this is a really wonderful time for you to work with crystals as well, because our crystals are they're living consciousness, and their sacred geometry within crystals is symmetrical. So crystals are able to anchor in more energy, and so you can think about crystals as their blueprint is a blueprint designed for harmony. So if you grab some crystals, it'll help you to integrate the activations flowing in, help you to integrate the energy that's moving through your body in a more harmonious way, because otherwise we can get headaches, we can feel nauseous, and experience a whole range of uncomfortable experiences. Okay, so this whole Lionsgate portal is initiated by Sirius, our spiritual sun. And Sirius was a very important star for all of our ancestors. Yes, in ancient Egypt, for the Mayans, for the Aboriginal people of Australia, all over the world, our ancestors revered this wonderful star and refer to it as our spiritual sun. So we have the sun in our solar system that gives us life force, and then Sirius is our spiritual sun that gives us life force to our soul and to our spirit. And so why is this Lionsgate portal activated right now? Because Sirius, again, it's not static, it's always moving. And for our ancestors, this Lionsgate portal would actually happen in July. But again, because our Earth is spinning and moving, this happens for us now in August. And so in August, Sirius rises for the first time above the horizon after its period of not being seen in the stars. So for our ancestors, they would see it like, oh, this is a rebirth period, because we can see our spiritual sun, the lightness once again. And so right now it's a rebirth period. I know some of us have been purging a lot of energy, physically, emotionally, maybe just a lot of tears, a lot of emotions, a lot of challenges and conflicts rising up to the surface, but sometimes we have to purge before we can receive the new, before our cells can integrate the activations, because right now we're going through a cellular recalibration, and I'm going to explain that in a second. And so this whole Lionsgate portal is connected to Sirius. And why does everyone call it the Lionsgate on 8/8? Well, the Lionsgate refers to the Sirius alignment with Leo. So right now we are in Leo season, so Sirius returns back to above the horizon in Leo season. So that's why it's called the Lionsgate. And this is why I'm mentioning that this portal will remain peaking and open until August 22nd, 23rd, because on August 22nd and 3rd, Regulus, which is the brightest star in the Leo constellation, it comes into alignment with our sun. And Regulus, because it is the brightest star in the Leo constellation, it is known as the lion's heart. So this this happens on August 22nd and 23rd. So listen to this activation again then, because you're going to shift another layer of this. And shout out to Devani Sign for pointing that out, that this Regulus alignment happens on August 22nd and 23rd. So right now, we're moving through this period of New Year's, if you want to call it, on July 26th, according to a specific Mayan calendar, because there's many different Mayan calendars, but according to one of the traditional Mayan calendars, that was the first day of the galactic New Year. And this is different because Sirius rises above the horizon. So here's Mesoamerican, where the Mayan Empire was, and here's Giza. So if we think about the latitude, Sirius will rise above the horizon first in Mesoamerica and then in Egypt. And so that's why for the Mayans, their galactic New Year was July 26th. In ancient Egypt, this year, it was on August 1st. So that's when the helical rising of Sirius happened in Giza. And so August 1st was also the super moon in Aquarius and the Egyptian New Year's. So August 1st, officially, we entered the new Earth template. We entered the golden era, the golden age of Aquarius, whatever you want to call it, but we're officially there. So like, take a moment to celebrate, because it took a lot to get here. I was honestly shocked. To be 100% transparent, I thought it was going to take us at least 200 years to get to this. And so when my guides told me this, I was like totally dumbfounded. I was totally shocked, because I honestly thought it was going to take longer. But it just comes to show you that we're entering a quantum era, where right now it's no longer about linear evolution. It's no longer about focusing on linear time, but let's work with time and alchemize time. And so we are officially in the New Earth territory. And someone in the chat just asked, what does this mean for us? It means that now we have more freedom over our karma. We have more freedom over our free will has expanded. We have more freedom over timelines. Also, our power of choice matters now more than ever. And so right now we're entering a new way of being, a new way of living, as a collective human consciousness. Obviously, for the collective, this ascension, enlightening, awakening process is gonna take a different amount of time than it means for you, because we have individual timelines and we have collective timelines. So what you need to focus on is yourself. Focus on calling your power back and gathering your power back, calling back your free will, bringing more empowerment into yourself, and then sharing that empowerment with the collective. And a quick example is you can start to grow your own food. So you don't have to become reliant. Let's say, God forbid, we have a natural disaster, or something happens with the food supply chain, which the astrology is hinting towards that, honestly. And so it's about becoming more empowered in these ways. And once you start to build your own garden, you can share that food with your neighbors, or you can even create a community garden. That's what this golden age of Aquarius is about. Aquarius is all about the community. It's about the social aspect. And so, we're entering completely new territory, and I'm super excited about that. And again, remember to just drink some water before we start, because we need to make sure we're hydrated before we get into this further. So right now what's happening is we have these upgrades. We're receiving these upgrades. I'm sure you've seen that a lot on social media, where we are receiving activations because Sirius, our spiritual sun, is aligning with our Earth and our solar system sun. And so this is bringing in, it's like a cosmic highway is being created, and we are able to receive more of these fast-moving cosmic particles that I mentioned, including more protons and more neutrinos. And when this happens, you might start to have some ascension symptoms. Again, this evolutionary process is not just spiritual, is not just something that's going to happen in your consciousness. It also happens to your physical body. And so this is a physical and non-physical change that we're moving through. And before we get into the activations, your body will purge. So let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments, have you been having random headaches, nausea, maybe you've been throwing up, or maybe you've been having maybe a cold or a flu-like symptom for that lasts only 24 to 48 hours, or you've been having random aches and pains in your body that you normally do not get. Let me know if you've been experiencing that in the last 2 weeks or so. And again, the difference between ascension symptoms and something that is a physical health concern and issue, obviously you have to practice discernment. I'm not a doctor and you need to consult a doctor, but with ascension symptoms, they will last a maximum of 72 hours. Anything after that, for me, I discern that it is not a ascension symptom. So people are saying, yes, all of that, migraine, I'm getting ear stuff, aches and pains, headaches, super tired and so thirsty, no amount of water is enough, past traumas emerging, sleepless nights, experiencing weird aches and pains in my feet the last week, and man, the flu symptoms, yes, exactly. And oftentimes, like, it's sort of like an energy flu. The cold or flu-like symptoms that you'll get will last for 24 or 48 hours and then it'll be gone like that. And this is because this is your body purging and detoxing. You have to understand the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, the food that we're eating is filled with toxins, and our body is trying to clear all of that out. I mean, even the EMF that we're connecting to, like your phone, your laptop, all of that is emitting an artificial wavelength, and that is, you also need to detox with your electronics. During this Lionsgate portal, it's really important for you to limit your time on electronics. So I hope you're not holding your phone right now. If you are, go sit it on top of a book or something, so that you're not receiving that interference with your own energy field. So yes, we are having these physical purging, detoxing symptoms. Also, some of you mentioned that you're seeing traumas, panic attacks showing up. And this is also because, again, this is not just a physical purge, it's a non-physical purge. So the traumas that our souls have been holding on to across lifetimes, you have to keep in mind that right now we're going through a 26,000-year-old cycle that is ending and beginning. And so all of the karma that your soul has been holding on to for the hundreds, and for a lot of us, the thousands of lifetimes that we've incarnated on Earth, on other planets, all of that is being released. Well, not all of it, parts of it, whatever is meant to be released right now for your highest good, because your soul automatically does the release sometimes when it happens. Sometimes you need to actively clear that karma. So during this Lionsgate portal is also a wonderful time for you to close any karmic loops that are open. And some signs that you know that some karmic loops and cycles are open is if you're seeing those patterns, those people, those belief systems showing up again and again. That's a clear indication that there's a karmic loop open there that you need to close and end and transmute once and for all. Because like I mentioned earlier, when someone asked, what does it mean when we're entering the new earth, the golden age of Aquarius? It means that now we have more free will over our karma. And so we're able to influence our karma in different ways than we have in the past. And that's the nature of this evolution that we're moving through. So one of the things that rarely gets talked about is the purging of grief. So some of us may be crying or sobbing or just waking up and feeling grief out of nowhere. And some of this right now for the collective is connected to our grief about our separation from God, Source, Spirit, the universe. And so when we all fractalized from this source consciousness of one love, right? One love, one heartbeat, one love. When we fractalized, there comes a lot of grief from it. It's like why I'm missing something, right? It's like, why did I choose this? And so sometimes you will feel this grief that you can't really understand, and it's hard to comprehend with your logical mind. And it's because your logical mind did not experience that in this incarnation. This split from source, God, spirit, creation, whatever you want to refer it to, the split creates a very deep grief in our souls, that of this separation, of duality. And that's what this new golden age of Aquarius is about. It's about transcending duality and moving past duality into an era of expansion, an era of unity, of harmony, and of abundance in all forms of the word. And keep this in mind. This Lionsgate portal, a lot of people say, oh, it's 8-8. 8 in numerology represents infinity, abundance. Yes, abundance refers to our physical resources. Yes, it's connected to money. It's connected to the support we're receiving. It is also connected to our abundance of peace, our abundance of wisdom, our abundance of love, our abundance of health, our abundance of life force and vitality. Remember to keep yourself expanded, ready to receive more. This is a portal of abundance, and keep your abundance gateways open, right? Don't limit them to like the 3D material world, because right now we're evolving out of the 3D into the 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 6th dimension. It's really beautiful to see and experience what we're moving through right now. And do not cut yourself and limit yourself from the true abundance that is available to you. Everything here in this world is a Maya. It's an illusion. And for this Lionsgate portal, really connect with the truth of your soul. Connect with the essence of your being. One beautiful message that I received last week during the August full moon, super full moon, and we have another super full moon coming up at the end of the month. So August is a supercharged month, and that message is about so many of us are light warriors, we're light workers, we're starseeds, and we're like, hey, we want to help the earth, we want to help people. And something that sometimes we get stuck in is we think we need to do. Like, your life purpose is to create art, your life purpose is to teach people, your life purpose is to X, Y, Z. And we're very fixated on that, which is beautiful, which is, yes, that is part of the truth. But again, expand your consciousness and awareness, because the purpose of why you're here is also to be. Your purpose is not just to do, but your purpose is to be. And your purpose is to be joyful. Your purpose is to be at peace, to be at harmony, to be healthy, to be expanded, and be in that truth. And so remember, right now, connect with more of these expansive aspects of these words that we just throw around within spiritual and energetic communities. Awakening, enlightenment, DNA activation, starseed dread. Like, we just throw all these words around, which is fun. It's a fun illusion. It's a fun game that we're playing, right? We're these avatars that incarnated. But remember, pull back and remember, it's sort of time not to take things so seriously and bring more joy and fun into our experience, because that's what God's first spirit creation wants us to do. It's now more about being that unconditional love, being that joy, being abundant, rather than talking about it or looking for things to do to become abundant, looking for things to do to become peaceful, looking for things to do to receive love, to be worthy of love. Where all we have to do is remember that we are already that. And it's about being these things. So it's such a wonderful time to be alive in. And hey, for those of you on Instagram, join us on YouTube Live for a better experience. I'm going to shut down the Instagram when we start the activation. So make sure you join us in the link in my bio. Okay, so what's also unique about this 8-8 portal, it's so cool. I looked at the clock and I saw 2222, and now I just saw 2333. And so every time you guys are seeing repeating numbers, and it doesn't have to be 333, it can be 303, it can be 1313, it can be 1414. Any repeating numbers, always give gratitude to your guides, because just like you saw all these people watching this live together with you all around the world, you also have a spirit team. You're not alone. Like, you see me here, but I have my spirit team all around me, and so do you. We have our ancestors, our angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones who crossed the veil, our galactic family. So you are divinely supported. And every time you're seeing like that support from God's source spirit creation, from your spirit team, give gratitude every time you see an angel number. Don't just be like, oh, I've been seeing this small number and it's annoying me. No, every time give gratitude, you know, act like it's the first time you've seen it, because it's that joy that will help you to attract more of it. So anytime you see these synchronicities, give gratitude and say, thank you for supporting me. And I am grateful for the support in my health or the support in my family, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Yes, today and for the next few weeks, it's a really powerful day for us to manifest, to heal, to do a release. So if you've been struggling, working through any health issues, this is a wonderful day for you to sit down, focus, connect with your soul, connect with your spirit team, and breathe in the light from the central sun. Breathe in the light from the central sun to heal your cells. And we're going to do that together in a bit. But I just want to sort of paint the picture for you for what is coming in this new chapter of our soul's evolution, not just individually, but also for the collective evolution as well. So this 8-8 portal is connected to abundance because of the numerology 8. 8 represents abundance, but also in ancient Egypt, they would celebrate the helical rising of Sirius, which is what the Lionsgate is today in modern day way of that we're celebrating. The Lionsgate, they saw the helical rising of Sirius as a time when the Nile would flood, which means that they would have an abundance of crops and harvest. So for the ancient Egyptians, they celebrated this as like a time of abundance. They had rituals, feasts. So this is a wonderful time for you to start a new project. It's a wonderful time for you to start a new relationship, for you to take a step, right, in towards that direction of your manifestations. Manifesting, yes, it is about the magnetic feminine energy of like drawing things to you, but it's also about the sacred masculine electric energy and about co-creating that with the universe. So this is a wonderful time for you to make a vision board, write a manifestation letter, any sort of manifesting rituals you want to do. We have a range of manifesting meditations and rituals, alchemy rituals, if you want to check those out on my YouTube channel. And so this Lionsgate is connected to this abundance, but this Lionsgate is also connected to time. So something that's changing right now, like I spoke earlier, is that we have more freedom. And it's not like we never had this freedom. It's like our awareness of our ability to affect this expands, and that's why we have more freedom over this. It is freedom of time. So right now, this Lionsgate portal is an easier time for you to experience quantum shifts, to clear past life karma, to connect with your highest timeline. So what is one of the ways that you can actually practically do this is by focusing and bringing more awareness into your power of free will. Bring awareness into your power of choice, because you made a choice to watch this Lionsgate and join this Lionsgate activation with your soul family. Or right now you could have just been sleeping, or you could have been binge watching something, right? You have so many different choices, and every choice that you take takes you onto a different timeline, a different trajectory of your day. And so if you bring more awareness, bring more presence into every single time of the day when you're making a decision, that will give you more control. Control's not the right word, but it will give you more influence over your timeline. So right now is a easier time for you to jump timelines, basically, and influence and affect your timelines. All right, and so I have some notes here, because yesterday I went to the Valley of Fire, and I was just receiving many different pieces of wisdom from the ancestors there and from the spirits of that land. So I just wanted to share some of those messages with you. One of the other themes of this Lionsgate portal is transcendence. So on August 1st, which was the super full moon in Aquarius and the Egyptian New Year, it was officially the beginning of the new earth. And so this is really beautiful, because this again, like, we have to be very nuanced with our way of thinking. We need to expand the way that we're viewing these topics. When I say the new earth officially began on August 1st, I got that message from my team. Maybe other people got different messages, right? But I've been hearing other channels, for example, Pamela Ireland, she said that the new earth began on, the golden age officially began on the 777 portal, which is connected to Sirius itself. So it's sort of like this window. Think about where it's 12,000 year old cycle that we're starting. And within this 12,000 year old cycle, it's not one day that's going to mark the beginning of something. It's like a time frame that has to hold this energy, because it's just so much energy. So it was truly, if we want to get very like truth, like very accurate, it was the helical rising of Sirius of 2023 that started the new golden age of Aquarius. And this golden age happened at 12 to 13,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, in Kemet. And so now we're birthing this new golden age again, where slowly over time we're going to start to communicate via telepathy. We're not going to need words so much anymore. We're going to start to have advanced technology that works in harmony with the earth, like just so many beautiful advancements holistically across the board on our planet that's going to allow us to experience a 2,500-year-old cycle of just pure abundance and peace. So, you know, that's where we're moving through. And even collectively, we're seeing a lot of purge. Think about all of the military coups that are happening in Niger, in Myanmar, all over the world. These military coups, these corruptions happening in the US, in politics as well, with elections coming up. All of this corruption, all of these service to self systems, all of these violent systems, including the war in Ukraine, child sex trafficking, human trafficking, all of these things are rising up to the surface, just like we were getting sick, remember? We were getting colds, headaches, fevers, muscle aches, and all of this. We were purging individually. Collectively, we're purging this as well, so that we can bring in the new earth templates, so that we can truly usher in this new cycle of harmony and abundance of peace for our planet. And so that's what's happening. It happens at the collective level, at the macro level, and also at the micro level, at the individual level. And this is why you have to practice your discernment, because you are on your own individual timeline, but you are also influenced by the collective timeline, right? So this is the fun part about being alive right now. We're sort of in a video game with these avatars that we're born into that we got to take really good care of, right? Because our bodies are meant to be integrating the activations. We're not escaping to another planet. We are bringing these divine pieces of wisdom, consciousness, awareness, and energies into our physical cells, and that's what we're going to do today. But that's what this Lionsgate is about cellular generation and transcendence. So transcending beyond duality into this new world where we are evolving as souls through expansion. So what you have to do is you have to move beyond duality. You have to move into a space of neutrality. And neutrality does not mean that you're passive, like that you just don't care about all of the purging happening in the world. No, it means that you're neutral. You're not intensifying Democrats versus Republicans, gays versus straights, black people versus white people, women against men. Like, we're not doing that, right? We're not playing those games anymore. We're stepping out of that into neutrality, and from the space of neutrality, taking an expansive action. Right? And so this is really important to keep in mind as we continue to see all of the illusions of the matrix getting hypercharged right now. And one of the things I want you to keep in mind, like, I know sometimes it's hard to see all of the crazy stuff happening in the world, you know, like really violent, vicious stuff is happening, and I know it's painful and it's hard for us as empaths to experience that, but you have to keep in mind, and my guides reminded me yesterday when I was at the Valley of Fire, that it's already been done. Like, this term of a light warrior, it doesn't mean you're actually fighting for the light, because it's already been done. Like, there's no war to be fought with the draconians and grays. Actually, a lot of these starseeds that are service to self, that are not necessarily looking out for the highest good of humanity, of planet of humanity. I was gonna say planet Earth, but they're kind of a little bit looking out for planet Earth because we're showing it. But even these starseed races, and not all Greys are bad, not all Draconians are bad. Again, some of them are expanding their consciousness and evolving, and now they're switching sides. And so these Draconians, Greys, reptilian species that traditionally are labeled as the bad starseeds, they actually have advanced technology where they are able to foresee the future. And using that technology, they have already seen that they already lost this battle on Earth, trying to overtake the human race. Just gonna throw that in there. Side note, we're kind of trying to be taken over. Side note, but again, right? It's not important anymore because it's already been done. It's already been taken care of. And what you need to do is you need to focus on calling your power back. Don't get distracted, right, in these like superficial things, and just remember to come back to yourself. Focus on, how can I call my power back? How can I be more empowered? How can I be more healthy? How can I have more vitality? How can I be more loving? How can I be more abundant? How can I be more joyful? That is the focus. And that when you start to focus on this beingness of yourself, then we accelerate this move into fourth, fifth dimensional Earth. It's going to happen in a faster way, okay? And so one of the things you have to keep in mind is also move beyond linear time. Like I said, some of these alien species already have that advanced technology. They can like, it's basically like, imagine if they have a DVD player and they can fast forward through the movie and they can go backwards through the movie. So they have that technology and they can already foresee the future and also go back to the past. And so what you have to also do is you have to embrace that consciousness where it's not about thinking about linear time in a 3D sense, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's now about thinking about time as a loop. And that's what the Lionsgate portal represents. If you look at the number 8, if you flip it sideways, it's the infinity symbol. And this infinity symbol represents that the present is here, and the present is influencing the past is influencing the present, and the present is influencing the future, and the future is influencing the present moment. So right now, this is why I said it's easier for you to heal past lives, integrate wisdom from past lives, because not everything in your past life was bad. That's one of the reasons why I was able to evolve, is because I get wisdom from my past lives. I don't have to learn everything all over again, and neither do we. This is a new way of evolution that we're learning once again to do. And so one of the last themes of this Lionsgate portal is cellular regeneration. So our cells are being recalibrated. Mother Earth is being recalibrated. That's why there's so many natural disasters happening, because Mother Earth is trying to bring back balance into her ecosystem. Your physical body is also trying to recalibrate so that it can integrate the fast-moving energies coming into your body. Because yes, this looks like a hand. This looks like a hand, but this is actually just a bunch of millions and millions of vibrating atoms. So we can't see it, but there's just a bunch of electrons, protons, and neutrons floating very closely, and that's why it looks solid to us. If you look at your hand, it will look solid, but if you look at it under a really, we don't even have the technology, but a very advanced microscope, you will see that they're just vibrating particles. And actually 99% of an atom is empty space. And what is empty space? Energy. Mass is just 1%, even less than that. So you have to focus on recalibrating your energy during this Lionsgate portal, because right now the veil between the dimensions is thin and we can influence time in our physical bodies, our souls, our journeys in a hyper way, if that makes sense. So one of the ways that you can recalibrate your body, because your body's trying to integrate that new activations flowing in, again, faster neutrinos, coming into your physical body, more light coming into your physical body. We've had so many solar flares this past week leading up to the Lionsgate, and the solar flares actually help to activate our dormant DNA. But my guys have told me that this is not necessarily a DNA activation for the Lionsgate portal. It's more of a cellular regeneration, so our cells can recalibrate to the new earth template that is being born at this time. One of the ways that you can recalibrate your cells is by detoxing. Pick a detoxing regime that feels right for your body. Maybe a water fast is not going to feel right for you. Maybe a juice fast is not going to feel right for you. You can go to Tai Chi, you can go to Qigong, and they'll teach you how to detox your body. You can go to yoga. There's yoga that teaches you how to detox your body using your physical movement. So go explore and find a detox regime that feels right for you. But I would highly recommend you do that all the way until August 22nd, until the peak of this portal, because again, there's going to be a lot of shifting movement in your physical body. Also, you need to be drinking lots and lots of water. Water is super important right now. So you need to drink more water than you normally do, because when these solar flares come, you got to understand that that's electric energy that's coming in from our sun, and it's a lot of it. So which causes your magnetic energy in your body, which is the water element in your body, to be in balance. And so that's why we have those unpleasant ascension symptoms. So you need to drink more water than you normally do, and you also need to ground more than you normally do. Grounding will help you to anchor the activations, not just from leaving out of your third eye, leaving out of your crown chakra, but help you to ground them into your physical body and into all of your energy centers. And one of the things I highly recommend to practice grounding is to go to a sacred site. So Freddie Silva did this amazing research, and he actually found that a lot of the modern day churches, temples, synagogues, mosques are built on ancient indigenous sites. And that's because the indigenous people were so deeply connected to the earth, and they could recognize where there was a ley line, an energy line, if you can think about it like a power plant within the earth of energy. And so in these power plant areas, that's why they build military bases there. That's why they build government institutions there. That's why they build religious centers there, because these are power plants. And so it expands your influence, right? It expands your energy. But these sacred sites are also found within nature itself. And that's why yesterday I went to the Valley of Fire, because the Valley of Fire, there are so many different petroglyphs there from the Pueblans and from different indigenous North American communities that would actually hold ceremonies at the Valley of Fire. And there were these beautiful, almost like hieroglyphs, they're called petroglyphs in the US, and you could feel the energy radiating out of them. For example, a way that you can recognize a sacred site outside, like if you go hiking or you go explore a national park near you, is if you notice that the rocks grow in a really strange pattern, or the trees, the bushes will grow in a strange pattern, sort of like Joshua tree. And so pay attention to this. Go meditate at these sacred sites, because they're like power plants, and they will help your manifesting, your release so much faster. And so I spent some time doing a healing, a manifesting yesterday at the Valley of Fire, and we're actually hosting a in-person retreat. It's our first in-person retreat in the last 3 years at the Valley of Fire in the Grand Canyon. And why are we hosting it at the Valley of Fire? Because the Valley of Fire is made of sandstone. It's made of limestone. And there's actually crystals within the rocks themselves that are able to hold this, again, power plant-like energy into the rocks, into the land itself. The Egyptian pyramids were actually built from limestone because it helps to be, it functions like a conductor of electricity, and it helps to send that electricity out around into the land. And so that's the reason why we chose the Valley of Fire. And the Grand Canyon, there's actually beings living inside of the Grand Canyon. A lot of people are looking to the skies, looking for UFOs and aliens, but there's actually star seeds, earth beings, Mu people from Lemuria living inside of the earth, and some of them are living inside of the Grand Canyon. And so we're gonna go and connect with these people, with these beings. I wouldn't call them people, with these beings, with these star seed elementals, to receive wisdom from them. So the retreat is during the equinox, so from September 20th to the 22nd in Las Vegas. And if you want to join us, you can get more information about that equinox alchemy retreat in the description of this video. And so I would also recommend that you listen to this whole YouTube message again on the equinox. So the equinox is on September 22nd. Listen to this on August 22nd because it's going to help you to integrate the energy in a deeper way. So on that note, I think that's enough talking, and let's get started with our meditation. So again, I'm going to invite you to drink some water. And if you have a candle, we're going to light our candles together. So hey guys, for those of you on Instagram, join us on YouTube because I have to shut this down so I can focus. You can join us on YouTube via the link in my bio. Via the link in my bio. I'll see you soon. Okay. So we're going to light our candles together. So don't light your candles just yet. And if you want to find a comfortable position where you're not going to get disturbed, that's also a great idea. Okay, so I'm just making sure the phone is not going to make any noises while we're meditating. So when you're lighting your candle, we're going to set 3 intentions. So your first intention is going to be to light this candle for your cells, to bring more light into your cells. Excuse me. The second intention is going to be to light this candle for everyone who's watching this in this present moment, in the past, and in the future, right? So send this energy to our whole soul family. And then the last intention is going to be to light this candle for our starseed family, who are always supporting us. So go ahead and light your candle now. If you don't have a candle, don't worry. I will light this candle for you. Beautiful. And you don't need to look at the screen anymore. And actually, we host these global meditations the last Friday of every month. They're called Soul Family Fridays. This month, I will be, it's a new year. So this new year, I'm going to be in Singapore at the end of August. I'm actually hosting an alchemy healing workshop. If you want to join that in Singapore, it's going to be in person. You can find more descriptions in the link. You can find more information in the link in the description of this video. But if you like these, remember to join us on the last Friday of every month where we send healing around the world. But today, because it's the Lionsgate portal, we're going to do something a little bit more differently and also focus on ourselves and focus on sending this energy into the New Earth template. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes, and you don't need to look at the screen anymore. And one of the best ways that we manifest is by, it's okay if you don't have a candle, I will light this candle for you. One of the best ways that we manifest is by giving gratitude first, so we can open up to receive more. So I want you to place your hands on your heart, take a deep belly breath in, and exhale out. Breathing in. And exhaling out. Now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Breathe in. And sigh out through your mouth. Beautiful. And now as you're placing your hands on your heart, I'm going to invite you to roll your shoulders back, tilt your chin slightly down, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and send this breath into all of your body. Wonderful. And as you are here, focusing on your heart space, give gratitude for the start of this new year, for this new phase in your life. Just give gratitude for this fresh slate, this new beginning, this new turning point that you're entering where you're going to experience more freedom. Breathe in. And exhaling out. Beautiful. And focusing on your heart space, give gratitude for all of the vitality in your body. Maybe you woke up without any aches or pains today, or you woke up feeling energized, or woke up after a restful night of sleep. Breathe that into your heart. And exhale out. And focusing on your heart space, give gratitude for all of the abundance of support that you are receiving from your higher self, your soul, and your spirit team, and all of your soul family here that's watching this with you. Breathe all of that abundance of support in through your heart. And exhale out. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to visualize that you are sitting inside of a beautiful gold pyramid of light. And all of our ancestors across the world had pyramids because they help to channel and amplify energy. So visualize a pyramid surrounding you that's going to help you to anchor in the most optimal amount of energy that your body and your soul needs. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale out all imbalances, all stress, all worries. Breathing in and exhaling out. Beautiful. And now focus on the space in between your organs, your muscles. Focus on the cells in your body. And right now we're going to breathe in an energy, the most optimal amount of energy that you need from the grand central sun. Breathe in this energy and breathe it out into all of your cells. And now this time, as you breathe in that beautiful cosmic light, you're going to focus on joy. Think about the joy of reconnecting with your starseed family. Breathe in that joy and that cosmic light and send it into all of the cells in your body. Beautiful. Now you might feel tingles, or you might feel a strange sensation like tingling in your cells, and just breathe. Breathing in one more breath from the grand central sun, and breathe in a beautiful life force energy filled with vitality. And send it into all of the cells in your body. Wonderful. And now, connecting with the heart of the lion, connect with your heart and your courage. Breathe into your heart and exhale out. Exhaling out all fears, all grief, letting go of all energy that you want to leave behind in this new year that we're entering. Go ahead and exhale that out through your heart. Beautiful. And now just move your head from side to side. Just allow the energy to move. There's like liquid in your cerebral spinal fluid that's at the bottom of your skull that needs to be released. So just move your head from side to side to release that liquid. Breathe in and exhale out all imbalances. And feeling this peace, harmony, centeredness, stillness. Breathe this energy. Visualize that you have roots growing into the core of the earth. And send this energy down into the core, into the heart of Mother Earth. Thank her, send her your love for nourishing you, holding you, for birthing our beautiful planet and all of the beings, the animals, the plants, the water beings. And as you're sending this beautiful feeling of joy and unconditional love into the earth, set the intention that it's being shared with all of the plants, the waters, the breathing in and exhaling out. And you can see the soils in our planet, the bushes, the plants, the water in our planet. It's starting to glow in these fluorescent rainbow colors, even colors you've never seen before. And that's because there's going to be new flora and fauna on our planet with this new earth. So right now, just feel that joy in your heart and breathe into the heart of the earth. That joy for all these beautiful new species of plants, animals, that we're going to get to experience and enjoy. And as you send this energy, set the intention that the new earth template will gracefully and easily be anchored into the soils of our planet, the water of our planet. Beautiful. And now breathe from the core of Mother Earth into your heart space. And now you feel like the energy highway is coming from you to her, but also from her to you. As you are learning to have a symbiotic relationship. And our whole species is learning to have a harmonious relationship with the earth and all of the beings here. Focusing on the heart. You may feel some swirls in your heart, some tingles, some coolness sensation. Just breathe into your heart. Breathe in that joy, harmony, and peace. And breathe that into all the cells in your body. And exhale air. And keep your eyes closed. Go ahead and put your crystal down. You're going to clap your hands, rub your palms together, and focusing on the core of the earth, breathe in a grounding energy up through your feet, up your spine, and into all of your energy field. Keep your eyes closed. Again, breathing in a harmonizing, grounding energy from the core of the earth. Send it all around your spine, all around your energy field. And now go ahead and place your hands on top of your eyes and breathe in this beautiful, optimizing energy of this new earth template within your body. Feel the warmth, the colors of the light you're seeing, the tingles, whatever you're experiencing. Breathe that into the cells in your body to optimize your cells. And give gratitude for this cellular upgrade, cellular recalibration. And when you're ready, move your head from side to side and you can open your eyes. And you might need to take a few more deep breaths with the core of the earth to ground your energy. Thank you all so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me and celebrating this Lionsgate. Again, this is like my favorite holiday of the year, and I'm so grateful that we got to celebrate it together. Throughout the rest of today, throughout the rest of this week, bring in this energy that you're feeling right now. Let me know in the comments, how are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling more present, more aware, your vision is HD. I got super hot during the meditation, like super hot, I'm sweating right now. You guys didn't even get to see my dress. I'm wearing a Lionsgate dress. Didn't even get to see it. I was just so excited and wanted to share so many messages with you guys. But I'm wearing this Lionsgate dress to celebrate. So today, have some manifesting rituals, have some celebration rituals, celebrate with your loved ones, celebrate with your pets, with the earth elementals, go talk to the earth, go to a sacred site, and remember to drink more water. It's really important that you drink a lot of water after watching this, because it's going to help you to integrate the energy so much better. And if you want to join us to explore sacred sites together for the equinox, again, the last deadline for you to book the hotel, and we're staying at the Pyramid Hotel, the Luxor in Las Vegas, the last day that you can get our discount group rate is August 20th. So if you want to join us for that Equinox Alchemy Retreat to explore sacred sites together and celebrate the equinox, where we'll do a healing, a manifesting, and an activation. You can get more information about that in the link of this description. And happy Lionsgate, everyone. Happy New Year if this feels like New Year to you. I'm sending you such a big hug, and good job. Good job this was a team effort to start this new earth. So I'm excited for what this golden age and new face of this earth evolutionary process is going to look like for all of us. Have a beautiful day ahead. Much love.